Hello and welcome to another exciting matchup on Echo Arena VRML Channel 2. I'm SputnikKobra and I'm joined by RoxTytan and Swift on cams. This is going to be Aztecs versus Void, and with that being said, we'll be underway with this neutral joust.
It will be Aztecs winning the joust over on the orange side. We have Dragon picking it up off the joust with a quick stun coming through from Derpy Boy. He's going to move it up in the tunnel, go for a long clear into a chain, actually picked back up by Crypt. He's going to come off shoulder and find the bottom pocket after his teammate punches out the goalie. Very good play there from Team Void.
So this is my second cast of the day. This is RoxTytan's second cast of the season. I said before, it's good to have him. Can I get some love in chat for RoxTytan?
You don't have to. Let's give some love to the team instead, because we got Team Aztecs with the rollout here. Stinky Toes with the disc. What a name that is. Pass goes a little bit too far forward, but does find the hands of Dragon, who finds a slap forward to Boggy J. But the defense does come through, and Derpy Boy controlling the disc. Very confident with it there. Goes for the little bit of a low clear into the trap. And back into the hands of Aztecs.
So Boggy J with possession, sitting it back, not under pressure just yet. A little bit of panic right there. That defense is pursuing it. Another slap down to no one, and a stun coming through. Back in the hands of Aztecs.
Boggy J going for the long shot, seeing the open goal. Good eye, but unfortunately it goes a little bit high and bounces back. But back into his hands to get another shot at it. Unfortunately, gets punched back out by Derpy Boy. Into the hands of Dragon, into the hands of Crypt off the steals, back and forth. But it looks like it will be Team Aztecs picking it back up again. Once again, it looks like Boggy J with the pass back to Stinky Toes, who is going to go forward. And Aztecs doing a great job controlling this disc with all this pressure. We will see Dragon come off the ceiling and tie it right back up with 2 points.
How bad do you think his toes smell?
I would like not to imagine that.
I think they're pretty terrible smelling. So with that, that's 2 points to both teams. Joust advantage now to Void.
Yeah, we will see Void with the disc. Quick pass from Ash up. Goes a little bit off the Geo there, though. Finds back into the hands of Ash, who has to slap it forward really quick because he got a chain on him. Crypt, though, will find the pass to Caven, but Dragon, with the good read and the interception, goes to the long clear.
And with that slap through, it's going to bounce back into their bubble. Aztecs trying to keep possession, getting these stuns. Now with it along the wall is Minty. Minty sending it forward for that interception to Derpy Boy for the clear through mid.
And it will be the boost coming through. Caven getting a hand on it, but again, quickly knocked out and getting it back, taking it back from Minty. Caven now is going to push into the bubble with the jukes, and he finds the pocket, putting it a little under the hands of, I think that's Stinky Toes in the goal there. I regret looking for the player's name.
He couldn't make that save at his toes. I mean, they smelled too bad. He couldn't put his face down by him. So
Yeah,
with that being said, someone coming through saying Stinky Toes is the best. Maybe the worst name, but the best player. I don't know. You've yet to see. And that interception coming through, Crypt with it now. Putting it down to the floor. It's going to bounce off the Geo back into his hands. So Crypt now looks at this open goal, trying to get around that pressure and can't complete that pass. And the teams go out trying to find possession. It's been slapped back towards the shield, off the Geo. And now at the upper trench, it's going to be cleared through.
Yeah, Aztecs with a clear into the little bit of a weird side of shield there, though, and it will bounce free for a while, back into the hands eventually of Void, as Derpy Boy will take hold of the disc, juking around, trying to get it past the defender. He does, but unfortunately into the Geo and back onto the side of Void. Caven, I'm sorry, will get there and make it clear up. Looks like it's just getting out of the side of Aztecs, but it will be back into the hands of Aztecs as well, as a punch comes through, actually, and Derpy Boy will take control of the disc.
And Chad's saying a lot of great stuff, really good stuff, Chad. Thank you for that one. And it will be sent back towards mid. Crypt will find it. Crypt will send it back for that reset to Ash. Ash now with possession. Looking forward into this bubble. Not under pressure just yet. You can see this bubble defense set up and in position. So Ash is just going to make the drive in himself, take the shot. And that's what happens when you just don't apply pressure. You allow them to bring it into the bubble. And they'll find 2 points at 5 meters.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely had themselves locked in a little bit of a stalemate there, but Ash realizing that he wasn't going to get pressured and eventually just pushed up and made that shot onto the side of Aztecs.
So with Joust advantage now, down by 4. The stun coming through off that defensive stack, that forward player, but not able to maintain possession. Will be slapped down. The nice recovery from Void, and it will be sent up to Crypt. Crypt looking for that pass, sends it, and this cross is going to be good, and the shot will be good. Caven with another 2.
Void getting themselves a pretty decent lead here now, up 8-2 with a little over 4 minutes left. Definitely still time left in this match, but they're also maybe getting themselves a little bit of a lead here, and it will be a lot easier for them to hold it.
Absolutely. So now Joust advantage back to Aztecs. Aztecs sees this forward pressure. They get rid of it a lot sooner, but it allows Void to pick it up. Void's going to go for that 3. They're going to find it. So that will be 3 points to Crypt, way outside the bubble.
Yeah, the really quick stacks from Void coming in, putting pressure on that QB super fast, just forcing a ton of errors, getting a ton of punches out. And Aztecs is going to need to find an answer to this fast stack, or they're going to suffer really hard for the rest of this match.
So 4 minutes on the clock, back to Aztecs. Again, getting challenged by that stack, but they get that pass through, and that stack quick to recover, trying to apply pressure on this offense, and getting through, not able to avoid that incoming player getting stunned out, and the clear will come through into the tunnel. That backline player, Stinky Toes, now with it. Stinky Toes looking to stink up this court, sending that forward, and not able to find that pass. Will sail past his teammate, but picking it back up is Dragon, and Dragon will put it in at 2 meters.
Yeah, and then Aztecs luckily is able to get another 2 points to themselves. Maybe start clawing back. They definitely still have a lot of time left, over 3 minutes remaining on the clock. So this game is definitely not over, and Void needs to be careful because they do have a lead, but the lead is not the game. And so we'll see if they can hold it with it now that they have possession.
And with possession, Ash now just holding it from Nest, trying to pull out that defender. And it looks like we will have a crash out from one of the players of Void, and the shot will come through. Not able to find it, though, is Aztecs. So now with this player down, Aztecs needs to capitalize on it before they rejoin. They've got the time. They just need to apply the pressure. But Void able to really maintain possession with this man down. And there's an error. This is one that Aztecs has to capitalize on. You see their stack trying to come through, trying to find possession, getting it, and not able to finish it, though. Void will knock it out of their bubble.
Unfortunately, it looks like the player's hand died a little bit there, and so they weren't able to get the shot off. We'll see Aztecs with control that is still utilizing that 4th player on the back line, moving it up now, finding the player down below, and the shot on the goalie, getting themselves another 2 points, bringing this to a 5-goal game with still a little over 2 minutes remaining. And so hopefully they can get their player back in for the side of Void, or a pause comes out or something, because they're still playing this 3v4.
I mean, they could pause it, but maybe they're just confident in their ability against Aztec. So Void now with possession to take it is Ash. Again, holding from Nest for just a second, sending it down to Derpy Boy, back up to Ash. So now they're just playing this strong possession game, and the stun coming through, insult to injury, and getting that pass up to the upper trap. Maintaining possession is Void, but this is a chance again for Aztecs, and now that 4th player for Void will rejoin, so Caven is back in the game. And Void really just working it up the court with good possession, with good passing play.
Yeah, Void did a pretty good job of plugging that wound with the 3v4. Only conceding 2 points, which is pretty good. Controlling the disc for a long amount of possession and almost getting a goal there as this shot just dings off the bottom bar. Does find the hands of Derpy Boy, who finds the hands of Crypt on the ceiling and passes back, getting that 4th player back into the game officially. And now they can begin this 4v4 offense.
And with possession is Bogey J, sending it through. It's not going to find its way completely through, and it will be in the hands of Caven for the clear. And a little bit of... Okay. Did you see that one?
I did, yeah. And then we have, I don't know what quite happened there, but we will see Ash getting a dunk, extending the lead of Void up to 7. And we see the player from Void crash out again.
Someone broke the game right there, and they really broke it.
And this time coming out with a pause. And we'll have...
This is why you got to have good internet health and good connection, because you can have wacky stuff like that happen. And that might have been one of the crazier things I've seen in a long time casting. Even playing, I haven't seen something like that happen in a long time.
Yeah, definitely a bit of an unfortunate turn of events. I think that was the player who crashed who threw that disc, and that's why it got stuck to the wall the way it did. But apparently none of the players saw it, I guess, because they kept playing as usual, and it did end up going, and it's a 2-pointer for Void.
I wanna watch that one back. That was that was too good. But with that being said, this chat really on point, this game really on point. So I'm thankful for that one. And this we're still in the first round, 41 seconds on the clock. I don't know if Aztecs is gonna contest those 2 points. I think they have every right to. So I guess they're waiting for the other player from Void to come back and cave in, and they're gonna figure out what they're gonna do.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know why they decided to. Void decided to use their pause now instead of the first time he crashed when they had like 3 minutes left. I felt like the comeback was a lot more likely then than it is now that there's only 40 seconds left and a 7-point difference. But it happened. We've got Caven back into the game. We're back up to 4v4, and hopefully we can get this game started again.
Absolutely. And Far's in chat with the VTS King emoji. And, he's saying, I'm contesting the lack of a Rox emoji. What would your emoji be, Rox?
I got 2 emojis. I got this one and this one. I'll post them in chat.
Oh,
We've got a sort of demonic picture of the player, Trubisky.
Why do you have that?
And a much better, nicer looking picture of Andy W. from Kangaroos and Four Kings, respectively.
That first emoji, that one needs to go. And with possession, Stinky Toes sending it through, Dragon to pick it up. 28 seconds on the clock. And Boji J with it now, looking for that drive and getting those 2 points. 20 seconds on the clock, 5-point differential.
Yeah, getting those 2 points there, and unfortunately, it won't be enough because they're still down 5 points with maybe 3 seconds left of play. And so we'll see what goes down in the last 3 seconds, but I think we're going to be heading into round 2.
Absolutely. So with this first round going to Void, had a little bit of a crash out with their player Caven. Caven was able to come back. And a little bit of a laggy interaction, though. They'll come away with this first round win.
Yeah, hopefully nothing else goes wrong for the side of Void in the second round. They looked pretty dominant during the first half. The crash definitely set them back a little bit, definitely forced them to slow down, take it easy. But from what I saw in the first half, they're a pretty solid team, making some good plays, getting some good passes, getting their stacks together really quick. And both these teams look pretty impressive so far.
Absolutely. And checking the stats, we do have Bogey J with 4 points, 1 save, 1 steal, 18 stuns. Minty, 1 save. Stinky Toes with 2 assists, 3 stuns. Dragon with 4 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 18 stuns. And on Void, we've got Ash with 4 points, 4 stuns. Crypt with 5 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 stuns. Derpy Boy with 1 assist, 2 saves, 20 stuns. And Caven with no stats because of his crash outs, but it did record 1 stun towards the end of this round.
A bit unfortunate there for the side of Void and Caven in particular not having the stats there, but they did get the round, so I'm sure that is more than enough for them.
Absolutely. So with the countdown for this neutral joust happening, we're about to see the beginning of this second round coming through the gates. It will be won by Void, but picked up in the backcourt of Aztecs. Minty going for that clear.
We'll be Dragon picking up, going for a long, I don't know if that was just a clear or a bounce shot or what, but it does find the hands of Crypt, who's going to look for the clear. Unfortunately, goes a little bit high and just gets loose. Does find the hands of Derpy Boy again, but is quickly punched out as Dragon takes control of this and passes it back to Minty on the ceiling. And looks like Aztecs will slow this offense down so they can push forward.
And that back pass, that reset's not going to be on point, but able to retrieve it will be Stinky Toes at the back line, sending it forward to post. And the save from Ash. Ash reading that one perfectly, coming out of goal. And the clear coming through. So looking to get this is Void at the floor, going for that long shot, and it's not going to be good. It's going to bounce off that crossbar and out of the bubble.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. Really good save from Ash. I was going to say, both of these teams have had really high success rates on offense inside the bubble with those Goldie 1v1s. But Ash flipping the switch a little bit, getting that save into the clear. And unfortunately, though, that long shot just a little bit too wide and dings off. We will see, it looks like a close encounter here as the punch does come out. And it will be Void looking for the clear again. They have the stack. They have the chain. They're getting there. This does bounce a little bit awkwardly off the Geo, though, and it will find the hands of Aztecs.
And being sent back for that reset. Ash now with possession, going up to that upper Geo into the hands of Crypt. Crypt gonna go for the shot, and it's gonna be stopped by Dragon. Dragon trying to find that clear himself out of their backcourt, and another follow-up clear. Stacks will try and come through for possession.
Yeah, we'll go back into the hands of Void, though, off the clear, as Derpy Boy will hold the disc on the floor, who finds Caven. They're going to get the stack together, find the pass over to Crypt, who's going to control the Cisco once again. Great patience from Void here. They do find the clear, but unfortunately, their stack that was together earlier did get broken up, and it will go back in the hands of Aztecs, who find the clear.
So 2 minutes off the clock, still a scoreless game. These teams are very evenly matched. I believe they haven't had their ranks set yet, or their MMR, so it's an adjustment period for a lot of teams. Ash sending it down to Derpy Boy along the wall. Derpy looking for that cross, and Crypt just bringing it right in, dinging it, but still finding it. So that's 2 points of this round to Void.
Yeah, Void finally finding the 2 points, almost a quarter of the way through the first round, or second round, I'm sorry. And now we will see if Aztecs can respond, because 2 minutes per goal maybe doesn't favor them since they're starting off on the downside of these goals. We'll see. Look for pretty quick play coming in here. Goes fortunately a little bit wild bounce and finds the hands of Ash, who's gonna go for a clear. Actually a pass. I'm sorry, into the hands of Crypt, who's then gonna find Derpy Boy forward and finds back into Crypt. Nice push up, quick offense from Void, but then they're slowing it down, passing it back to Ash, and taking their time.
And that stun will come through and able to pick it up off the bounce from the ceiling is Dragon. Dragon going for a long shot clear. Something, and it will go into the hands of Ash. Retreating Ash, able to avoid that incoming player, just jumping a little bit over them. And with that pass to mid, it's now in the hands of Caven. Caven going for his own long shot. Is that going to be good? That's one's off the wall, but follow-up pressure will find it. Derpy Boy with that slam dunk.
Yeah, great pressure by Derpy Boy, getting there as soon as the player was able to grab it and getting the punch off before they could get a clear. Able to get that quick dunk and bring this up to a 4-point lead for Team Void.
So chat wondering what's going on. A+ to Crypt, the new Pog champ. I don't even know what that one's called. But good participation in chat. Everyone wants to see their favorite teams win. And Boggy J with that duck and the drive and the double duck, but the save. Ash shutting down another shot.
Fortunately, the clear goes a little bit wild, though. Boggy J able to get possession, but quickly back in the hands of Crypt, who was able to find the long clear off the Geo into the hands of Caven now, who's below goal. Looking for a pass, finds Ash, who finds Derpy Boy, who puts it in for the 6-point lead to the side of Void.
Ash so far shutting down 2 shots on goal from Aztecs. 2 great saves, and Captain Wigglepants coming through saying Ash is a god goalie. Bar saying passing is pretty good, and I have to agree on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an excellent turnaround from Void, getting that very clutch save from Ash and turning into a really good offense with the passes there, keeping good control and eventually getting a pretty solid shot off.
So with that pass forward to Derpy Boy going for a clear of his own. That stack in hot pursuit, trying to get it off the wall. They will find it, so Crypt with it. Going for that bounce shot, finding it. A meter outside the bubble, that is 3 points. And Void takes this lead to 9.
Yeah, they're looking to end this 1-2. Now we're halfway through the first or second round, unfortunately. We'll see if Aztecs can maybe mount a comeback here. They still definitely got time. A couple threes, maybe right back in this game, but we'll see if they can get it started.
So Stinky Toes now with it. His toes smell so bad, no one can stand around him. And another pass will come through. This one won't be on target, but Stinky Toes picking it back up. Trying to find his teammates down court, but it will be picked up by Crypt with another clear, and those stacks are trying to find it. They'll find it at ceiling, and another shot coming through. It's going to bounce off the shield and be picked up by Dragon.
On the opponent's toes, the Stinky Toes getting the disc and getting the pass off to Crypt, who's then going to move up on the wall, go for another bounce shot off the backboard, and it is going to find the same pocket as before. He's got these bounce shots down.
He definitely does. That's back-to-back bounce shots, 12-point lead, less than 4 minutes on the clock. Void is really taking off in the second round.
Yeah, absolutely, and they definitely, it took them a little while to get that first goal, but now that they've got it, they are running with it, and they're taking this lead all the way up to the double digits, and they're giving Aztecs really a tough comeback ahead of them.
And another clear into the bubble of Aztecs picked up by Void Stack, and Void finding that goal, Crypt with it, make it, like we said, they're really taking off. They're finding these clears. They're outpacing Aztec on these stacks and on their positioning. So if they continue this pace, we might be looking at a mercy. Now, I always say I don't wish that on any team, but Aztecs has to respond with this possession.
Yeah, absolutely. They're finding their first couple passes decently, but they are just, the pressure from Void's chain is coming in incredibly. And although I say that, there's the chain again, making that pass happen super quickly, putting pressure right back on the receiver. And the disc is now loose and into the hands of Void, who looks for the nice slow back pass. But the stack from Aztec answers right back, and Minty finally drawing first blood for Aztecs in round 2 of the match.
And that's exactly what they needed. Aztecs need to put points on the board. They need to keep them at bay. They just need to keep some momentum going. With 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, it's going to be hard to come back. But if they execute all threes, if they don't waste any time, it is still doable.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to need to move quickly, though. And Ash is just moving the disc up very slowly, keeping this pace of this game as slow as possible so that this comeback does not happen. Ash receiving the disc after a little bit weird clear, but the stun comes out from Boggy J, looking for the three-pointer, and he's going to find it. They might not be out of this yet. They're only 9 points down with 2 minutes remaining. That's not impossible.
They're going to have to pressure this QB from Void, right? From Void, excuse me. Aztecs is going to have to pressure Void right off the bat. They're going to have to make a steal above Nest, and they're going to have to find another three and continue doing that. Let's see if their defense can do that right now. And they recognize they have to pressure that QB. If they can force this error, and if they can make the shot, they have a chance. Going to pick it up will be dragging, sending it forward. And they have this. They need to take a three, sending it back, and getting stunned out right in that bubble. Trying to maintain possession is Aztecs, but Void will try and find that clear to mid.
Yeah, Void does find the clear through onto the side of Aztecs now. Moving it forward again, but this time Boggy J with the pick. He's able to control this disc, but they are running out of time quickly. They need to get this clear through, and he does find it. But the stack is not there yet, and it's coming in, but it's only one person, but he's there, and one person was all it took. Dragon, who looks like the 1v4, picking up the disc off that clear and getting another two. Maybe keeping them in this, a minute left, 7 points, I'm not sure. But I don't know, actually.
So less than a minute on the clock, and the chat debating whether it's possible, it's not possible. I think we have passed that point of possibility. They're just not moving quick enough on that defensive pressure on the QB, but forcing another error. They can put points on the board. This shot's coming through. That one's going to bounce off it, but that one's going to be good. So that's 2 points to Boggy J, minimizing this deficit to only 5 points, though.
Yeah, that three-pointer would have been really nice, though. That would have been an extra, like, 6-7 seconds and an extra point. But unfortunately, at this point, I don't think there's a lot they can do. 5-point deficit with 20 seconds left. I think this one's over.
I mean, considering that the fastest stacks in the league can get to Nest from defense to that offensive Nest in, what, 0.2 of a second? And if they make that immediate shot, it's possible at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but after about a minute, it was just, after about maybe a minute and 20 seconds, it was certainly an impossibility.
I mean, that will be the game going to Void in 2 rounds, showing a really a dominant performance in round 1 up until they had the crash there, and then returning to that dominant performance in round 2 after they got that first goal. Doing a great job just putting up a ton of pressure, forcing these mistakes, and hitting their shots. Doing a great job. Congratulations to Team Void.
So with this sweep in favor of Void, Aztecs really giving it their all at the last few seconds, last few minutes of the second round. A good game to both teams. And we'll end this broadcast. We'll have some great matches on VRML Channel 1 after this. I've been SputnikKobra. That's been RoxTytan and Swift on camera. So thank you all. Have a great night.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.